Welcome back to the show. ThonLexy, your host, back with another live reaction to get you through your afternoon. Hit the subscribe button anyway into the room, also with the notification bell. Got a very good show for you today. Arlette had one hell of a show the other night, yesterday. And yeah, it was good. There was one particular woman that really lost her mind with our main man, Danny. Probably one of the most hilarious men that'll probably ever come onto the show. Can't wait to get down to his part of the show, but we have some entertaining things to cover before we get to that. Looking for a show sponsor. Everything over 20 qualifies. Let's keep this movement going. Will you continue to support? Let's make goal of $100 in the Cash App so that we can automatically come back here tomorrow and keep this movement going. All right, let's go ahead and drop those locations down there. Let's go ahead and do what we got to do. Fill the room, BLP family. Let's get it.
My dog died long.
Charleston, South Carolina in the building. Georgia in the building. Let's go. Jenny Williams. What's up? What's up, Jay Nelson? DJ Matrix. First. That's 2 shows in a row. Let's get it. Brittany said, nobody care if you first. Y'all be nice down there. Let's get it, man. I thought y'all would like the intro music. I thought this was better. It's similar to what we did before.
Special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra.
Keep this one. B. Watt says keep this one. Okay, we'll keep this one.
On 2 separate systems,
it's about to come back in. Hold on. It's about to come back in. Wait. Yeah. I told y'all I was gonna get some music, man. AK for the new music. I've been searching high and low. Let's work, baby. Let's work. Detroit in the building. Let's go. Let one on. That's how I charge up. The previous music was better. We'll probably never top the last intro music. We're just trying to get a close second to that last intro music, man. That last intro music we had was epic. It was epic. It used to get us, it used to get the people going. But again, that's a close second. We'll take it. Y'all know the rules. Cash Apps come priority in this show, but you can still support in the super chat. We look for a super chat sponsor too. Everything over 20 qualifies if you want to be the super chat sponsor. But the Cash App is the sponsorship that'll actually guarantee another show tomorrow. So let's reach that goal in the Cash App. Let's have a great show. The intro music I think is really good. A lot of people are saying like the intro music good. The last intro music is better, but again, somebody bought the rights to it. My bad. All right. The beginning of the show, there was this guy, he came on there, he was this artistic guy, and you know, he seemed like he was going to like make something happen. They didn't pop on him immediately when they saw the outfit, so I thought he had a chance. But again, I say this all the time, especially with black men, because I don't get to address black men a lot. Black men, we are not without, like, we're not void of reproach. Like, there are things that, like, we do have to fix collectively when we're done with the women. I hope that we can have those conversations in a respectful way about, like, the way that we dress. Some of us have more of a fashion thumb than the next man, and I get that. And I think the more men get into fashion, the more flamboyant the outfits become. The statements become louder. But it's just, I'm not surprised that a lot of the men who come on dressed underneath, maybe 10 years beneath their age, they typically don't do well on this show. This is a very classy show Arlette's trying to put together. And the men who kind of don't dress for the occasion tend to always die hard. And I always think about what Mr. Samuels was trying to bring to the space when he was trying to have conversations with Black men about suits. It got dicey. The same way when he brought bonnets to Black women, it got dicey and there was pushback. And, you know, I remember that week. It was a tough week for Black men. Black men were fighting hard to sag their pants and to wear J's. And Mr. Samuels was trying to say, listen, we have to start dressing like men. Depending on the occasion. I like to dress down. I'm a hoodie guy. I'm more of a rogue archetype to where I'm not always in a suit. I love a suit, but I don't wear a suit for every occasion. I'm more of the rogue archetype. But once you get over the age of 30, 35, you know, a suit is more of a show of respect, you know, a show of longevity and sophisticated constituency, all different kind of things that it signifies. But we're going to get into this. We're going to get in, it's going to open up a good conversation about our image and how we carry ourselves. And the women had some interesting things to say about them. The women looked good too. All the women looked great in the show. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and spin the clip.
You hold that. What's your name?
Giovanni.
Giovanni, how old are you?
32.
Whoa. We got to stop the show. Valerie Aubrey already came through and dropped 50 and sponsored half the show. Much love. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. She didn't even send anything with it. Thank you, Valerie. Black women support this show. I love it because we get a lot of bad propaganda put out there about us bashing Black women, but all the donations that we get from Black women contradict anything put out there from Kendra G or any of our haters that we don't like Black women. Nothing could be further from the truth. Let's go ahead and get into it.
What do you do?
Oh, I'm a videographer, cartoonist, and I'm a personal trainer.
Okay, very cool. What are some things you like to do for fun?
Oh, me? I'm an artist in every sense of the word. So
Okay.
I like to draw, paint,
No, I didn't show this yesterday, big dog.
sculpt, clay, anything you name it. Also heavy on editing. I like to really learn. Like, I'm a student of the game, so for instance, something like this, I love watching this. So I watch little things like the cameraman doing something like panning to somebody making a joke or something like that. I'm like, oh, I understand that. It makes me okay. Makes me appreciate it more.
Got it.
And also heavy in the gym. Love working out, basketball. That's my therapy. Also too, I love to travel. I'm trying to go to Tokyo, my next trip.
Okay.
Definitely.
Nice.
I want to leave with a whole bunch of gyms. And last but not least, I love to put it on. I love getting fly. I feel like every day is like a video game. I'm gonna create a character, so I'm trying to put it on and just do different fits, different. But yeah, that's basically me.
Every day is not a video game, my brother. Now, I love video games myself. Just got the new Madden. Got the new NCAA game too. When I'm done getting my NCAA player together, I'm gonna port my player over, draft him into Madden, and then here I go with my franchise in Madden. Listen, professional athletes, businessmen, we're all in the animation games and so on and so forth. Just about moderation and how much we take into our actual real life is what can become an issue for our dating life and growing a family. A lot of men think that they can grow a family and have time to be their own cartoon character. But eventually, you have to stop or whatever. He does work with kids, so maybe he'll get into creating his own cartoon or something like that. That's money, so I'm not talking about that. Anything that's making money, I'm not talking about that. But again, come on, Black men. We don't get to just be like, oh yeah, I'm in my own cartoon. Yeah, well, everybody else is not. We all we see is inflation, suffering government, a bunch of different stuff. We don't.
Right. And now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
Oh, me? Somebody that could take accountability, definitely. Someone that's charismatic, somebody that's intellectual too. Like, teach me some things. Like, you know, I could teach you some things too, but you know, it's a lot of baddies in the world. But like, if you don't got nothing up here,
Just
it's like,
started. Show just
what's
started.
the purpose?
Okay.
Also too, someone that in the gym at least. I'm not asking you to be a gym rat, but like, you know, a
Go
few
every
days
now
out of
and
the week.
then. Okay.
But, yeah.
Now, what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers for me. I would say somebody that can't take accountability, definitely. Someone that I don't even know if I should say. I mean, shouldn't have had to say this, but like, can we do like some clean eating, y'all? Like I don't want somebody that's not. For instance, I was talking to this girl one time, right? She told me she don't drink water. That is crazy. Like,
I beg your pardon.
like, can we at least get the greens in?
Now, this is where I agree with him. There isn't a lot of clean eating in the black community, but this hasn't been a taboo conversation. Black people, we know we don't eat well. And I think we do need to start eating cleaner. That was what was confusing about this dude. His image was kind of off, but he still had the women because they were attracted to him physically, and he seemed to have good values. So let's continue.
We at least get the veggies in.
Some more
but
healthy eating.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
I'm not asking you to be just little things, but
All right.
I would say yeah.
Okay, cool. So we haven't had any pop balloons yet, so I'm going to go ahead and hand you a pick. So there's quite a few ladies, so I'm going to have you pop 3 balloons.
3.
3 balloons.
All you females look amazing.
I'm checking.
Yes, they do.
Thanks, y'all. Keep sending me stuff. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I see it. What did I miss? When did I miss this one? Oh, that's a whole different one. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah. Keep sending me content, y'all. I
Okay,
need
2
it.
more. And 1 more.
Do you right here.
Okay.
Respectfully, sorry.
Let's start
y'all.
down there. First one you ended up popping. All right, if we can start with your name and age.
I'm Ken. I'm 27.
And Ken, what do you do?
I'm a research coordinator in internal medicine and also a grad student.
Nice. And why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I wanted to hear
Hey,
more
Judah.
about him. I like
Welcome
his
back.
style. Not typically what I go to with the locks. I like more of a clean cut, but definitely interesting.
Okay, got it. So I saw it was really tough, but why was she one of the pops?
All you girls
What's
look
up, Kevin?
phenomenal. Honestly, Pop, I was more attracted to the other ones. Let's just keep it a buck.
That's understandable, yeah.
But look phenomenal.
Thank you.
A couple of guys passed on her, and I actually thought she was a really good-looking woman. I thought she could wear the short hair very well. Not everybody can wear the short hair.
Thank you. Let's go to the other one we ended up popping. Let's start with your name and age.
Lunica, 27.
Lunica, what do you do?
I am a high school teacher, and I'm also
I need
a
a Baker
content
head.
creator doing online coaching.
Hey, and why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I wanted to just hear what he had to say, give him the benefit of the doubt. A bit animated for me, but I did want to hear what you had to say.
Got it. And why did we end up popping hers?
Same thing. Like I feel like out of attraction, it's probably the least, but like still gorgeous.
Thank you.
Okay. And then our last one here, your name and age.
My name is Kenyani. I'm 27.
And Kenyani, what do you do?
I'm an external consultant in organizational development and effectiveness, and I also model and long-term, I'm kind of into health and wellness.
Okay, all right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Why did I have my balloon unpopped? Because though, you know, attraction does meet the eye first, I'm trying a different approach where I'm just trying to listen to mindset first. And you seem like you're a really creative individual, and that was just kind of something where I was like, okay, maybe we could talk more and talk about creative stuff or what else you're into. So I just want to give you the benefit of the doubt and hear your mindset.
Lonica, my God.
So why do we end up popping hers?
She's pretty. I'm trying to stay away from the light skins.
Okay, I hate him again. Come on, brother. Come on, man. There's plenty of other reasons to pass on her, man. Like I don't want the women throwing this colorism crap around, doing this all day. Come on. It's just, we gotta stop this, dude. Like, I can't believe that we do this to each other. Like, I think when the women do it, I don't get as upset because women are closer to children. But when men do it, it's just, it really gives off a bad vibe. Like, you get your point of view or your perspective from the rappers you listen to or something. I don't know. It just really gives off a bad vibe. I'm trying to stay away from light skins. It's just like, come on, bro.
Like I tend to like gravitate, like they'll come to me, but like, you know, I don't know, like I think like it was more of that.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, she's really pretty.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Ooh. All right. We got to pop back here. Your name and age.
My name is Caroline, and I'm 32.
Caroline, what do you do?
I'm a project manager in the healthcare industry.
Okay. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
The reason why I popped my balloon is because I don't really like the way you dressed. It's like, I get it, like it's your style, but it's just not really my style. So, yeah.
All right. So, is she someone that's your type?
Yeah. Nice, tall, model built. I mean, for that, like, I'm a creative character. Like you said, I'm animated, but like, this is how I go. So, if it's too much, then we're not a match. So.
Sounds good.
Uh-oh. All right. Thank you. To get a few more pops over here, let's head on over. Let's start with your name and age.
My name is Micah. I'm 30 years old.
Micah, what do you do?
I am a counselor for a graduation retention program in a high school.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Just listening to him speak more, it just made me want to go with my first thought, which was that he's not really my type. The aesthetic doesn't necessarily line up. He's very handsome, though. Very cute.
Okay.
Just not my type.
Got it. And now she's someone that's your type.
Definitely. She fire.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Nice chocolate.
Yes, chocolate. Here we got one over here. Right here. Your name and age.
My name is Taylor. I'm 27.
And Taylor, what do you do?
I'm a software engineer.
Okay. And why'd you end up?
Somebody said just change the shirt. That's what I was thinking. Women, like, you are not Trevette from Walker, Texas Ranger. This ain't the 80s. Men were doing that in the 80s. Nobody could pull it off like Prime, like Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders rocked it heavy in the 90s. But those days are over. But again, you're your own creative character. So, hey, I think you got Balenciagas on your feet. Those are borderline $1,500 pairs of shoes. It's crazy. You can have on a pair of shoes that borderline costs as much as a used vehicle and still look like a clown. Let's get back into it.
Popping your balloon.
I popped my balloon because, like, I was trying to hear you out, give you a chance, and I liked like your wants in a woman and everything like that. But yeah, I can't do the outfit, the animation character. It's kind of childish to me. Sorry.
Yeah, it's starting to surface. They're like, I gotta go outside with this dude. Like, eventually he's gonna have to meet people who I know. And again, I always say women shouldn't be as invested in like a man's outer appearance as a man is invested in a woman's outer appearance. But again, women still have lines that they draw. And I don't think women can't even afford to stay in the delusional place of, well, if you just don't accept something absurd, then you're just not for me. Men also don't have that credence. We don't have room to say, well, maybe there's just some woman out there who's ready to accept the fact that like I'm always gonna dress like a kid, and I'll just hold out for her. That's not wise for men either. And especially, you should look at the numbers in the women on this panel and sort of look at it as a reflection of society in some sense. This is a good little case study you got here where you get to test out what you're about and see what the world thinks of it. It's not going necessarily well. Are you going to just say that there's something wrong with society, or are you going to look at it as an opportunity to grow as a man?
Once again, I can only be me.
Right?
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
So, like, if it's too much for you, then, you know.
Okay, now she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, I'll talk to her. She's pretty.
All right, thank you. And then we got one down over here. Your name and age.
Chi-Chi, 32.
And Chi-Chi, what do you do?
I'm a live streamer and entrepreneur.
Right. And why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I really tried to like just overlook and really just get into who he was. And as he started to talk, I started to not like him. I'm just a vibe person. His vibe just started throwing me off. At first, I'm all the things that you're, into. I'm a personal trainer on the side. I'm into fitness, clean eating, all those things. Creative. But then I think it was your responses that kind of threw me off. It was more so that.
Okay. All right. Same thing here. She's someone that's your type?
Fire. I like the fit too.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you. You too.
You know, yeah, like I said, it could only be me. So.
It's the shrug. I think it's the shrug. You're like, I think it was a shrug that everyone, you was like, well, you know what? I can't be. I was like, oh, man, you gonna do that when you go out? Or so it was kind of.
I'm pretty chill. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could be sarcastic, but like.
Okay, I speak sarcasm. I get it. Okay.
What's up, Robert?
It was okay. It was that. It was just that. It was your responses. I was like, you're just digging a hole and just jumping in it.
Okay.
You know how to
But
do it,
definitely love your character. Love everything about you.
Same.
Okay, thank you. And we had got another pop back over here. Your name and age.
My name is Daisha. I'm 29.
Okay. Daisha, what do you do?
I'm an Airbnb host. I do life insurance.
Okay. So why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I just feel like the chemistry wasn't there. I think that you're a nice man with good values. I just don't think that we align.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is Daisha someone that's your type?
She's fire too. She's fire too.
You guys all fine. All right, then we also got a pop here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Alicia, and I'm 28.
And Alicia, what do you do?
So I am a lifestyle content creator. I'm a student and a cocktail waitress.
All right. Why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think we had some things in common. I love fitness. I like the video editing. I thought that was cool with the content creation. I think you do dress a little young for your age. Do you live in LA or something? You give kind of
live in New
street.
York, from the
Okay, you
Bronx.
kind of give me like
Yes.
LA, like streetwear vibes. And then I'm not the biggest fan of like long hair on a man. But I do think you're handsome. But those are my options. Those are my things.
Okay. All right. Same thing. Don't say she fire. Is she your type?
She's pressure.
Oh.
She's pressure.
Okay.
So like, I'm just saying, like, I would definitely approach you. You nice.
Yeah. I know. All right. Well, unfortunately, that is all of the balloons popped. But we do thank you so much for coming
I have a
on.
question.
Robert says it's nice to see this brother bringing back the spirit of Milli Vanilli. I think that movie that they did a movie on those dudes. I never really followed. It was kind of it was my time, but I was a young kid, so I missed the wave. I'm pretty sure they were dope. So it says he needs to get his masculinity up. He's sus. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think most men who like are into fashion or overly into fashion almost tend to get mislabeled as metro, or their sexuality tends to come into question or whatever. But it's a part of the game when you're into fashion. Somebody says NYC, hold this L. No, it's not. I mean, it's really like the other commenter said. Really, the shirt, the hyped up shirt. I mean, I don't know, and I think that they were feeling him too. They liked the way he looked, but the outfit was a lot.
So I do content, right? And I do a little skit where I'm a 5th grade teacher, and my kids want to say something to you. It's an appreciation. It's nothing crazy.
Okay.
Shout outs to the kids, but we're moving on.
Hello. Welcome in. What's your name?
My name David.
Dude,
that
they
way.
hate David.
It's David.
They hate
Dave?
you, David.
David.
David. How old are you?
I'm 30.
And what do you do?
I'm a postal carrier and a part-time investor.
Okay. And now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to travel, play the game, hoop.
I think it was something about the way he said that travel. and it's only because we listen to it so much that now we do. Not everybody on the internet, but certainly me and my audience. We know that there's a way that a person can say that they like to travel to where got my eye on you. You might be one of them ones. Like, it was the way you said it. You was like, travel. It was like, ooh, it was the way you drag that avel. It's something in the avel. Something in between the avel and how you carry that part of the travel. That's how we know if you a male travelisha or not. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Listen to how he said it.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name David.
And step that way.
It's David.
Dave?
David.
David, how old are you?
I'm 30.
And what do you do?
I'm a postal carrier and a part-time investor.
Okay. And now what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to travel, play the game.
Shit.
Hoop. Play basketball, go to sporting events, read from time to time, and getting back in the gym, so work out too.
Let me stop. These dudes be trying too hard to impress these bottom tier females. Facts. The reason why you're hearing a lot of men lead with I love to travel is because they're hearing women say it. So they're trying to get in alignment with the women. That's why women are the tastemakers with music. Men go to the parties, and when a certain song comes on, like R. Kelly, Honey Love or something like that, and all the women go, ah, and start heading out to the dance floor, we notice. And then we go, oh, okay, that's the record to listen to. This is how women have borderline controlled the music industry. This is all the same thing. I'm starting to hear men like put that at the top of like the thing that they like to do because they're hearing it so much. Women are like, oh, I love to travel. They're hearing the emphasis that women are putting on it. So the guys who aren't seasoned and the men who aren't ready and aren't equipped with game, they're just going to come out here and be like, oh, well, I like to travel too. They don't understand that they're being narrowed down solely to their ability to take a woman on a vacation and not being valued for anything else. They're just ready to go do what the bitch wants.
Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
Somebody who's kind, loving, understanding, down to earth, and somebody's good with communication.
Okay, what are some deal breakers?
If you can't communicate.
Okay.
Like, if it's a problem, well, I want to address it at that time. I don't want to, 3 weeks later, I'm just sitting down, you be like, oh, I find it funny how you did such and such. Bring something up 3 weeks later. I forgot what I did now. So,
right.
So yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so we did get a couple of pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Let's start here. We can have your name and age.
Hi, my name is Caroline, and I'm 32.
And Caroline, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
It's just the nose ring, and your outfit's nice, but yeah, it's not really my vibe. Okay. The shoes are nice too. It's not my vibe either, but the nose ring, and yeah.
Okay, alrighty. So now, is she someone that's your type?
Definitely, yes, ma'am.
All right, what makes her your type?
She's pretty well put together. Apologize about the nose ring, but just something I like.
It's okay.
Don't apologize.
That's you.
Yeah, that's you.
Now, sir, do you see what they just did right there? They just guided you back to masculinity. I need you to never allow that to happen to you ever again. See, women don't want you doing what they want. See, I need you fellas to freeze that in time, what just happened right there. Arlette didn't even have to do that because Arlette got a man. She don't even need to worry about keeping no other man together. That was just a freebie she threw you as a sis. She was being a good big sis right there, or little sis. I don't know who older. But she handed you some game right there. Don't apologize. What you're about is what you're about. Remember the last guy who came onto the balloon pop show and they didn't like his outfit, but really he was a successful guy and they end up going viral for being dumb for rejecting him? And he was over there apologizing to them like, oh, y'all don't like my outfit? Y'all want me to go change? You don't like this? And then the other women who were strong-minded popped on him like, pow, 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 pow. Why you worry about what all these females think? Why don't you have a way about yourself? Why does it look like I can just tell you what the way is and then now you're going that way? Women don't actually want you to do what they say, fellas. Women don't actually want you to be who they want you to be, even when they're trying to do that. The game that they play is they try to move you from a strong position, but they don't want to succeed. They want you to say no. They want you to say shut up. They want you to say be quiet. They don't want you to just go with what they say. Or let's say, yeah, Don't apologize. You wear a nose ring. She don't like it. Fellas, one of your strongest attraction points in dating is going to be your ability to walk away when a woman isn't on your page. Doesn't mean that she's a bad woman, that she's not marriageable just because she doesn't fit your standards. She's just not for you. You don't need to be walking around acting like you're looking to fit into a woman's mold. This is how you end up becoming prey instead of a hunter. Let's get back into it.
All right, thank you. Let's go on to our next lady. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Alicia and I'm 28.
Okay. And Alicia, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I like the color pink. That's my favorite color, but I don't know if I think it might be a little too snazzy for me. Like, I like a little bit more of like a classic, more gentlemanly look, but it's giving a little bit Southern, you know? Like, guys from the South always have nice, colorful suits, and I don't know if I love the pink. It's kind of giving Easter, but you seem sweet. Like, I like your interests and stuff like that.
What do you mean by, what's snazzy?
Snazzy, a little razzle dazzle. I don't know. You have like the accents in your hair and like the nose ring, and it's a pink suit. It is. It's just giving Eastery.
Okay.
But not in like a bad way. But I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
He's looking like, y'all think it's funny. I'll beat up everybody in here. But yeah, again, all the guys who've tried to make flamboyant fashion statements in sophisticated events, it usually doesn't go well. Some men can pull off a nose ring. His name is Tupac. I just think reserved is always going to be better. Classy, simple. Even if you spend high-end brand, simple's better. No loud colors. Women don't like seeing a lot of jewelry on us, pendants and stuff that they wear in their hair. They don't like it.
All right. And now, is she someone that's your type?
Oh, definitely. I
Okay.
definitely will talk to her.
All right. What makes her your type?
Oh, she pretty, like I said, well put together, like
you.
that too.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age.
My name is Daisha, and I'm 29.
And Daisha, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think that you seem like you're really nice, really sweet. It's just that I don't really like the dangly earrings. It's the accessories for me. I know that looks aren't everything, but I'm just not attracted. I'm sorry.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Understandable.
All right. Now, she's someone that's your type.
Yes, sir. I'll talk to her.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. I was like, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And what makes her your type?
Like I said, well put together, like the red dress.
Thank you.
And then we got one right here. Name and age.
My name is Micah. I'm 30 years old.
Okay. And Micah, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think it was just that initial attraction. Again, I'm really big on making sure that someone matches my aesthetic. I like to dress up a lot. And I just feel like he's a little overdressed for me.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, he could change it up, you know. Are you dressed like this all the time?
I dress up and I like this all. They said come dressed to impress, so
Right.
you know, like I had to be different, half pink, half white, so
Yeah, but I think that first impression is very important. So the first time I see the fit that you pick, it's a big deal for me because that lets me know what you would wear in future situations. And so I'm just not necessarily feeling it.
Okay. Got it. Now, is she someone that's your type?
yeah, I'll talk to it. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. It's gone over here. So you're hanging on for a while. Your name and age.
I'm Kenyani. I'm 27.
You're right, Robert.
And why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Well, you just made the comment, they say to dress to impress and stuff like that. And it's just kind of going along the same lines, like aesthetically, I'm a creative, I model, I like to express myself in fashion, I'm okay with, going outside the box, but I just feel like aesthetically, like we wouldn't even look like we match aesthetically, which kind of tells me something a little bit internally too, because it's like creative expression. So I feel like if there's a misalignment there could be further misalignment. But I do like your values. You seem like a really sweet man, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm confused about what you said, but okay.
Okay. Which part's confusing?
She said we weren't aligned aesthetically, so I was just like, I just want to understand it.
So aesthetic alignment, like, do we mesh aesthetically? Like, I feel like the way I express myself creatively, you express yourself differently. So there's misalignment in how we express our sense of fashion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I clarify more?
I wouldn't wear a suit everywhere, but they said, like I said, they say dress to impress.
It's
so.
not about you wearing a suit. It's just about like the way we express ourselves creatively. It does not mesh or align or match.
Okay.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
She's trying way too hard to be like woke and like deep. women like this, just, it's really hard to spend time around them. Like, they're unbearable women.
I got you.
All right. No, she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, I'll talk to her. Like I said, I like somebody that's, being themselves. So, yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. Let's go over here. Name and age.
My name is Lunica. I'm 27.
And Lunica, why did you end up popping your balloon?
So I liked what you were saying. You seem very kind, but the comment about the nose ring and you apologizing, I want a man who exudes confidence and who is unapologetically him. And it just seems like that wasn't what you were giving. So,
I mean, I just apologize because I wasn't her type, but you see, I ain't take it out. So, like, I'm still going to wear it.
right.
So,
I understand.
but she very pretty. I definitely talk to her.
Okay.
You get the balloon back.
No, it's okay.
So it was just the nose ring and him like apologizing?
It's yeah. Like if you exude confidence, you wouldn't apologize for something like that. If that's
Now, like, that's exactly what we're talking about. Again, she's turned off by the same thing that I was telling you about. I'm not saying that these are the women that he should want to ideally be with, but that's what I just said. Squared away even said, yeah, that's what I just said. I just said that if you want, the quickest way to kill attraction with a woman is when, like, they think you're apologetic about the way you decide to come out into the world. Man, you could borderline collect Pokemon cards for a living, and if you can exude enough confidence about the way that you do it, that can make a woman be okay with that being what you do for a living. Because she can tell that it's Pokemon cards or the road hoe. So it's all about you. The moment you apologized for that, you probably lost more than half of the women there. The women who are looking for men who are like assured, confident, and assertive.
It's not. If someone doesn't think you're their type, then it is what it is. But the fit is trim. You put it on. Okay. Even though it might look like Easter Sunday, but you still look good. You look good.
Man alone.
I love the hair.
I was just saying, it's like, I really wasn't, I was just apologizing that, I wasn't like, I wouldn't say her type, but that we weren't a mix. So, from wasting her time. So
You don't apologize for that either.
She said, I'm all right. Okay. Let's go over here. Your name and age.
I'm Taylor. I'm 27.
And Taylor, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I like everything you said, and we can, like you said, you don't wear that every day, so that's fine. But we both can't have the hoop. And I don't like wearing studs, so like I just that's all. That's all.
I mean, I switch it up sometimes. I put stud hoop.
Okay.
I just love the hoop, so I respect it.
Okay. He said he changed it up.
Okay. yeah, but now it's like I got it in my head, and then it's like I always wear my hoop. So when you want to switch it up and wear yours too, I'm gonna be like.
So you're not attractive to like men who wear hoops?
Yeah, like you can have your nose pierced, but I'd rather just be the stud. I don't know. It's just it's petty, but yeah.
Carlson says, I'm really appreciating the chat.
Is she someone that's your type?
Much love. Y'all keep it going down there.
With shoes too, so everything.
Now women passing on a man because he's wearing a specific kind of earring, that's just dumb. Like, if the whole fashion getup is a problem and the way that he dresses and expresses himself with the way that he dresses day to day is childish, that's one thing. But he can always change his earrings. Let's continue.
Okay. Let's go on over here. Name and age.
Hey, I'm Ken. I'm 27.
And Ken, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
You seem like a very nice guy, and I love the jewelry in your hair. It's just, I prefer that clean, low cut with the waves. It's just a preference, but it looks great on you.
I appreciate it.
So, same thing over here. She's someone that's your type.
Yeah, definitely my type. Like the low cut, like you. So I guess you want to be matching, but yeah. I just started growing my hair and I seen how it curled up, so I'll just keep it. So.
No, you got a pretty texture. I like it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, good hair.
Good hair, I don't care.
Okay. Your name and age.
Chi-Chi, 32.
All right. And Chi-Chi, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'm trying not to go off the whole initial attraction thing, so I want to hear everyone out. And then the more I heard, and I'm also blind, so I couldn't see. So as he started to get closer, I started to see, and I was like, okay, I'm good. It was just like, they started the hoop earring, then just certain things. And I was like, wait, what? I couldn't see any of that. So to each his own, but I think you got your own personality, your own style. I love it. It's just not for me.
Okay, got it. Same thing here.
Yeah, like her hair, all that. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
my type.
Okay.
Right.
You got all types of types,
Yeah,
huh? All right. Well, unfortunately, that is all of the balloons popped. Hello, welcome in.
Let's get it. Okay, now, man of the hour. Danny. We don't have a lot of men who come through cut like Danny. We all know a Danny, that's for sure. You grew up in the black community, we all know somebody named Danny. Cool as a fan, funny. Usually our barber, somebody like that. Endless jokes. Money in his pocket, but always somehow childish in a healthy way, the way you remember him when you grew up with him. We all know a Danny. What I love about Danny is like B. Watt said, he stood on business. Now, Danny is the complete opposite of who we just reacted to. Danny's the guy that when you try to tell him what he should be or what he should do, Danny not going for none of that. Because see, Danny's from the hood. Danny has seen this all before. Nothing that these women are showing him is like blowing his mind. He done seen it. He done dealt with real women who will pull up and do all type of crazy stuff and try to attack him and his mama, and he survived the hoe and brought it back together to a peaceful place. He's that guy. Y'all, these women really thought they was about to phase this man. Buckle up, fellas. This is how you stand your firm. This is how you stand your ground. This is how you keep your position. Regardless, you have to learn to treat the twos. You have to learn to treat the tens the way you treat the twos. They're no different. It's the same silliness. It's the same delusion. By the time you really have learned women, you come to this swift realization that most of them are close to the same deluded place. Most of them. So it's no use getting too upset, getting triggered by women, getting triggered by something that's in a lesser position than you in nature. And you do it laughing because you've seen hell. This is very entertaining. We've always talked about the Travelicious stuff and how women are trying to sum men up to an experience. When black women are so juvenile in their approach to dating that they've now starting to sum men up solely to the experiences that they can have with them instead of thinking about if they can build with the man long term. They're asking about passports and all this other stuff. Like, do you have your passport stamped and all this other crap? Instead of saying, do you have a Roth IRA? Do you have a pension? Can you take care of me? No, not that stuff. Will you go skydiving with me? Will you bungee jump with me? Remember when Trevor proposed to Hillary on Fresh Prince? Hillary, will you marry me? Bam. Wow. It's fiction, but I'm just saying. These type of incidents, these type of activities go south all the time. Here's my thing. Here's where I draw the line as a man, DonLexy. Where I draw the line is the ocean. You're not taking me to the ocean. It's just not happening. You're not taking me to the ocean. I'm not going to go swim with dolphins. I don't want to connect with them. I don't want to feel the telepathy coming off of them. I don't want to swim with like baby sharks. None of that. I might go on a cruise, and I still need the boat to be attached to the dock. Like, keep the boat attached to the dock, please. So that just keep the boat attached to the dock. Why can't we just float and stay connected to the dock? To the dock. I think it's sad that we live in a time where women are looking past men for the things that we used to be valued for, to where now we're like, oh, if you don't want to go skydiving with me, you're not the man for me. I don't know if you women know how juvenile and just god-awful childish this sounds. But it's what's happening nonetheless. Let's go ahead and get back into it. Let's spin the clip.
Let's go ahead and start with your name.
I'm Danny,
Danny, how old are you?
39.
39, and what do you do?
I am a senior partner with Premium Tax Advisors. So I do taxes.
Okay.
You know, get you a boatload of money every year. Fast and legal.
All right. Legal is the main part.
Most definitely.
Okay, and now what are some things you like to do for fun?
For fun, I'm an adventurous geek. So I'll play chess, but then I'll go mountain climbing. But I'm not like a super adventurous. Like, I ain't about to skydive and nothing like that. You know, I like mountains and I like being outside. I like to hoop.
Okay.
You know, but I like to read. I'm really into self-development and stuff like that, personally.
All right. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
From a woman, it's really mindset. So one of my favorite quotes is, it's not who's for you, but who's with you when to climb to the mountaintop.
Okay.
So it's like, are you in it with me, in life with me? You know what I'm saying? So that's first and foremost is mindset, because I'm an entrepreneur. So if you don't understand that, then we ain't gonna get along no way. And then, but I want her to be nice to other people. She can be a little mean to me, but she got to be nice to everybody else. And then just, you know, allergic to giving up. You know what I'm saying? Once we in it, just let's rock it out. Let's figure it out.
Okay. Now, what are some deal breakers?
All right, I'm gonna be honest.
Uh-oh. I was nervous.
If you don't understand the difference between like a good wig and a bad wig, we not gonna work out. I think that's a disorder. And then two, she probably got a bad one.
He said if you don't know the difference between a good weave and a bad weave, it's probably a disorder. This is what I knew we were going for one with Danny. Now, why did this piss so many of the ladies off on the panel? It's because most men aren't candid, but we know that there's always somebody from around the way who shoots straight. There's a Danny in every hood. Like, that's why he's the funny guy. He's the guy who don't really have he's not about to play with you. It is what it is. Dude, like, I'm tired. Like, I got to a point probably by the time before I hit 30, I was already checking women personally who I date. Like, no, you're not about to wear that weave. Like, sorry. Or you're gonna be single. Like, I got to a deal breaker like level about it, because it's nothing like dating a woman and then she just comes back home with like blonde hair one day. It's disturbing. It's traumatizing. It's nothing like dating a woman and then she just comes home with like a completely different broad's head. You'd be like, what the hell? I didn't pay for this. And it speaks to how much women don't really value what men care about, the things that we care about. Women think that we're going to just pick them and then they're going to get to do whatever they want to do with themselves cosmetically. And we're just going to accept it. No. Edwina says, finally, a real one. Yeah.
But to
her wig came from Sheen.
Like, just being like mean or like an angry
Hey, Sheen
drunk.
got nice stuff.
You
Stop
know,
playing.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, it's other things, but I don't know.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
okay.
I just figured that out when we figured out. I'm like, nah, you tripping.
Okay. We did get a couple of pops.
Yeah.
Let's go see why they ended up popping. Let's start here. Your name and age.
I'm Alicia and I'm 28.
Okay. And Alicia, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I feel like there are a few things, especially as he continued talking. I am adventurous. Like, I want to go skydiving. I actually just went paragliding this year, so that's something I'm interested in. I think that'd be fun with my partner. I feel you on the wig thing, but kind of like let women have women's business. Like, let girls be girls. I
Yeah.
hear you, but I don't feel you. I just thought it was like a little petty.
Let girls be girls. let's stop here. I'm gonna cover that let girls be girls thing. Jasmine says shout outs to Thon. Shout out to all the Dannies out there. Yeah, let's get it. The black women showing you love in the Cash App, Danny. She dropped 25. Much love. Thank you very much, Jasmine. That puts us at, what does that put us at? 75? 25 more bucks and we made goal. I appreciate y'all. I'm trying to go live all month. I got energy, y'all. I'm feeling good. I think I got through the burnout. I think they couldn't kill me. They tried to, but they couldn't. And I got a second win. Let's go live every month. Let's go live every day this month. Oh yeah, and black women have literally donated and covered the entire show so far. For all of my critiquers out there, anytime black women sponsor the whole show, I'm always gonna rub it in my critiquer's face. Take that, Abba, and preach, all of you weird haters of RP spaces. If this was just a vacuum, would women pour into a show like this? If these are just bitter men who aren't looking to help women, why would women support the show? Excuse me, I'm a little down, a little under the weather. This woman said, it was the comment about the wigs. Why can't women just be women? Because women don't control access to dating and relationships and marriage. That's why. If men are the ones who have to make a long-term decision on you, you have to care about what they think. Because men aren't going to pick you under your conditions. So that's why. That's the answer. Now, that's a logical, intellectual answer that I don't even think you have a counter for. You should just accept the information when you watch this. You just got free game, and we didn't even have to talk face-to-face. Take it. You're welcome.
The, oh, you can't read comment? Baby, I'm in college. I read. I thought that was just a little like back and forth, you know? I just didn't like all the extra commentary, the little side comments. I don't know. I feel like we're both kind of witty. I don't know if we'd go together.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna know unless we find out.
No, thank you. I thought it was just a little rude. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay. So, Danny, is she someone that's your type?
She popped her balloon on me. Ain't nobody who popped a balloon on me my type. But nah, she cool. She cool. I ain't paragliding, skydiving, none of that. So I'll wait for you and try to catch you if something mess up. But I'm not doing that.
Okay.
So if that's something you want to do with your partner, more power to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, she fine though.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. Let's go on down to our next pop. Okay. Never mind. We'll stop right here. Your name and age?
I'm Daisha, and I'm 29.
Okay. And Daisha, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'm just a very spontaneous, adventurous person. I went skydiving in the summertime. I had a blast. So something I see with my future partner is just something that we can just be spontaneous and adventurous together. I would love to go skydiving again. I'd love to go cliff diving. Does it seem like we'd be a good match?
You could do all that.
Yeah.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Exactly. It's like, why can't you just go skydiving and like call me after it's over? Why can't you just go skydiving and hit me up when that shit is over with? Why do I have to go with you? See, all that books like the 5 Love Languages, and all these different books about love and romance, they all lead back to the same place, a very profound truth. Other people can't be responsible for your happiness. Like me, how I decompress, I love to like record music, box. I don't need my woman to do these things with me for them to fill my cup. I don't need her looking over my shoulder when I'm playing the game. None of that. I can enjoy those things alone. I need her to do her job as a woman for my life. I'm not ready to judge her for not wanting to watch a specific show with me or because she don't want to go hiking. This is what separates the childish people from the dating market from the people who are really ready to be in long, sustained relationships. Because people like this, they find a reason to not be excited in relationships anymore. They're gonna say, "Oh, there's no life here. Just it's not. Just the spark is gone." They're always talking about a spark, like they actually can gauge excitement or how much people are actually enjoying a relationship. They always act like they have some control over it when they don't.
I want to share my experiences with my partner.
I feel you. Man, they had an 18-year-old kid who mama just got awarded $40 million because he ain't make it. I'm not doing it. I don't care. I'll be by myself.
It's
Y'all
my
wanna
time. It's my
skydive?
time.
Hey, shit. Not like that.
So you're not catching me up there?
Nah, never.
All right. Now, is she
Can't do
someone
it.
that's your type?
She fine. You know what I'm saying? Shit, yeah, she fine.
Okay. Thank you, Deja. And we got one
Oh,
back
really?
here.
Nice.
Your name and age.
I'm Caroline, and I'm 32.
Okay. And Caroline, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
To be honest, I like somebody that's more like physically fit, like working out. I like the way you dress and things like that, but a little bit more.
I mean, it take a little time, 2025 my year, but it's cool.
Okay.
I done lost like 10 pounds in the last 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And then I used to be on a wrestling team. So when I really get focused, because I ain't made the basketball team, but I really get focused, I know how to cut weight. So 2020, I've been starting out. I ain't want to wait till New Year's. I wanted to, start December. And I'm tired of eating the same thing for Thanksgiving and all that stuff. So I wasn't going to eat none of that shit no way.
Gotcha.
So, but it's cool though.
I commend you on losing the weight. Keep it
I
up.
appreciate you.
I just wish men could have the same transparency to critique a woman about her weight. Now, because again, men aren't allowed to critique women in their weight. We're just not allowed to do it. When we do it, when we say, "Oh, you're just not fit enough for me," it's almost like we're insulting them. But women aren't gracious at all with men. I just want y'all to freeze this moment in time. She's not going to be the last woman to just completely attack this man for his weight or whatever. Even though him being a man, his dating market value will never be predicated on his weight the way a woman's will. That's the truth. Women, you guys have more reason to be focused on your fitness than men do. Successful fat men marry beautiful women all the time. Beautiful fat women never marry gorgeous men. That was good. I'm going to say it again slower. Fat, successful men marry beautiful women every day. Heavy, unattractive women never marry gorgeous men. Never. So which gender has to put more of an emphasis on staying fit? And I'm not saying that he shouldn't care about his weight just because that's not what his dating market value is predicated on, but he should. I mean, he certainly should, but I don't think he's as in trouble as a woman. So it's funny, men, we got to take the weight jokes to the chest, but they're the ones who really need to change it. So it's crazy. Biggie Smalls, Rick Ross. Oh yeah, I mean, the list goes on. Every NFL lineman in the NFL, list goes on.
Swole next year.
Oh, God. And now, Daniel, she's someone that's your type?
Yeah, she cool. She real pretty. You know what I'm saying? Got some pretty lips and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty toes. So, yeah, she rocking.
Cool. Thank you.
She got a nice little smile. She seemed like she can take a joke. I joke 80% of the time and tell about my money until the middle of tax season. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we did get a couple more pops down here. Let's start with your name and age.
I'm Kenyani. I'm 27.
Okay. And Kenyani, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I ended up popping my balloon because at first I'd say that there wasn't initial attraction, but then I heard your sense of humor, some of your values and your thirst for knowledge and stuff like that. I was like, okay, cool. I love his mindset. But then when I heard some of the responses back to like other people's, you know, wanting to go skydiving and stuff like that, and then you're like, oh, well, you can do that, and that ain't got nothing to do with me. They're expressing, you know, how that's something they like to do, like the quality time of doing that with their partner, the experience with their partner, but still it's kind of like okay, they ain't got nothing to do with me. So it's kind of like in further arguments, if there's something that we have to compromise on or I want to feel supported with and stuff like that, it's just kind of like, if you don't want to, then how are we going to meet middle ground?
If you want to hop out of the
Felicia
plane, that's on
Keys.
you. You know, I'll be right there at the bottom. I'm not doing that. I don't have to do what you do to support you. You understand what I'm saying? That's just, y'all just stuck on the skydiving thing. Y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like outside of skydiving, because it's like skydiving is like the number one thing that I'm not doing. But everything else I'm open to. But I'm not just going to be like, hey, I might die, I might not. You know, shit.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? And then actually, if you listen to, it's my man's, he's a $50 billion man. He says if you want to get over your fear, that's one thing that he actually promotes. And I still wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not doing it. I just feel like I don't have no control. But, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know, if that's what y'all want to do, you can do a skydiving episode.
As this progresses, you guys will start to understand that what's actually happening here is they're not upset that he won't go skydiving in particular. What they're actually upset about is that he's not moving. And this is why women have had to have men vet for them historically for hundreds of years, because women don't know what they want a lot of the time in a lot of cases. They think that they want a guy who is going to listen and be and follow them and go with what they want to do. But then when they get it, they treat him like the guy who had the pink and white suit on. As soon as the guy starts actually listening and following their direction, they go, why am I starting to hate this dude? Damn. I mean, he's showing up. But it's like, it just seems like he's doing what I want to do. Somebody says stoicism with a drizzle of humor. That's a very smooth, quick way to sum up why he's actually winning. Doesn't matter how many balloons popped. When women are laughing, see, I actually understand attraction from a scientific place. When women are laughing, they're actually bonding with the man. Like, it's nothing like getting a woman laughing. It almost doesn't even matter what you look like. I was one of the only people who brought humor into the space, like talking about like humor and the benefits of it way in the beginning. All my day one people know I had a whole video on it, how like men don't talk about humor and how that's like a huge advantage in the dating market. Figure out a way to get women laughing. She's probably gonna want to sleep with you. Like, that's just. And I've seen it work with heavyset men who are in wheelchairs, all type of shit. The reason why they're becoming more and more attracted to him is, for one, he's attractive. And I mean, for one, he's funny, not attractive. He's funny. He's attractive, like his personality is attractive. And he's strong. He's strong in his mind. He has a thing that he's not going to move on. And that can become an attraction point. When you don't have anything else, you have what you stand on business about.
I'm not doing it.
And now Danny, is she someone that's your type?
I mean, she cool. She just seemed like she wouldn't really get my sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you.
She wouldn't.
It seemed like, you know.
She want to read books.
She all right.
Okay.
She all right.
And there's
She got
nothing
nice
wrong with
hair,
reading
though, you know what I'm
books.
saying? Cute little face. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Good. Let's go over here. Your name and age.
My name is Lunica. I'm 27.
Okay. And
You said
Lunica.
Ludacris?
Lunica. Lunica.
Squared Away says, that tall girl irritates me. She reminds me of Big Butt Corn Star with the round McDonald's wig. Danny stands on his square with the Ronald McDonald's wig. Big Butt Corn Star with the Ronald McDonald wig. Do, 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 do. I know what you're talking about.
As a kid.
Oh no.
You want to skydive too?
I would. It's not at the top of the list.
So Lunica, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Everything you said was great. I just think you seem like a argumentative person. Like you won't budge on certain things, and I don't really feel like not that, but like in other areas, I don't really feel like going back and forth.
Well, this the only area we done discussed.
But I'm just saying, in
Look
future disagreement.
Look how masculine our women are. Just go to sleep on my chair right now. Quit. Look how masculine our women are. They're like, I don't want no man who finna go back and forth with me. Like, and then she says, it's just, there's certain things you're not gonna move on. But the question should be is, why are you trying to move me from my square? Because if you successfully move me from my square, now I'm due with the pink and white suit on. Didn't I tell y'all these birds don't know what the hell they want and they daddies need to be vetting for them? Because now they're unattracted by him because he won't move. This was borderline a miracle what happened, that these calls were back to back. Because one guy blatantly displays one opposite of the male personality spectrum. Then the next guy comes in and gives them what they actually want, and it isn't that they aren't pleased with it, it's just rubbing them the wrong way. But I can see them becoming more attracted to him. Doesn't really matter because I can see them gaining him gaining their respect. Excuse me. I can start to see him slowly gaining the respect of the ladies because he won't move from the position. It doesn't stop them from being like upset about it, but he has far more respect than the guy who the pink and white suit had. That's just my opinion. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
Or conflict.
Let me
it just
tell you
seems
how
like
I end
you
the
seem
argument.
very defensive.
Let me see.
Even with the way she made a comment about if she was your type, and you were like, "Well, she popped," and I was like, "Oh."
Well, look, sweetheart, it's one-on-one, individually. You can't listen to other folk and expect that to happen with us. But look, how I handle arguments is you say what you got to say, I say what I got to say, and once you retort from that, we make a decision. I don't argue. I think that's a soft man trait. You understand what I'm saying? Because I am a solution-based. We don't argue. We look for a solution. If we can't find a solution, then maybe the solution is we can't find each other. You understand what I'm saying? But it's solution-based situation. When you listen to Elon Musk and stuff like that, when you get to a certain status, you just looking to solve problems. Bless you. Understand what I'm saying? But when you get to a certain status, you just looking to solve problems. I don't argue with females because at the same time, like that's a female trait. You understand what I'm saying? So you say what you gotta say, I say what I gotta say, we retort, and I'm done. You understand what I'm saying? I listen twice as much as I talk, to be honest with you. But it's cool though.
So now, Danny, is she someone that's your type?
She cool. But hell no, a little bit. Like, I don't know. Because I really go after a woman treat me. You understand what I'm saying? If you pop me.
Now, like, she's trying to say that he's being defensive. Now, has anything about Danny's demeanor been defensive? I didn't one time pick up the vibe that this man was defensive. Not one time. Matter of fact, he's been one of the most chill, non-phased men who have probably ever been on this show. All the other men can take notes. Doesn't really matter what you're about. Stand on it the way Danny stands on his. Stand on it the way Danny stands on his. Doesn't matter what you're about out there. We've talked about this on the show before. One of the most attractive things you can do as a man is decide what you're about and do not move. Don't move. Somebody said, I'm not gonna lie, the woman with the dark skin looks gorgeous.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
She does. She does. I think that the chocolate one, she was probably the finest one. And I can't believe that the red dress, the last girl is going to be the most disturbing, but red dress really shocked me because she just was incredibly masculine. She's like, I just feel like you're going to be trying to combat with me. That's what men have to worry about. See, you women have gotten to such a masculine place where you think men have to get on your page. You're like, I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody who arguing with me, who ain't going, like, do you know that's the man's line? We're the ones who are supposed to be looking for somebody who isn't combative. But the problem is he's not even combative. He's just not gonna do what you say. That's not combative. If you ask a person if they want to skydive and they say no, and then you start to push back about what they've decided, that's being combative. Because he doesn't have to skydive. Steven Ransom says, look at their demeanor now. Look at old girl. Look at her neck.
Because I don't want to jump out no airplane. You know, it's kind of hard to see if you my type or not. You know what I'm saying? My type is really like, is words of affirmation. I said this on the first time I was on the episode. Like, how you talk to me really makes me want to do things for you. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, it's a lot of beautiful women. All y'all beautiful, but if you ain't talking to me right, you ain't my type. So I ain't get a chance to hear it because she just got stuck on what I said to another chick. You know. So
if you're in a relationship and you don't like what your person is saying to you, how do you handle that?
Like I said, I just listen. How can I handle anything if I don't understand where you're coming from? You know what I'm saying? I gotta listen. Like, I'm a leader, baby. So if you to be a great leader, you gotta be you gotta listen to the people who's behind you. So if we in a relationship,
yeah, like it's something about her, something about her eyes, it's something about the way she's just like, it's her scowl. Some of you black women, before you even talk, it's just the way you just standing there. I'll be like, ugh. I don't want to do nothing to make you feel good. Like, why do you think you're gonna win walking around like this? And if this is just naturally who you are, I'm sorry. That's all I can say. It's unfortunate. I've dated women like this. By the time I'm like around them 3 months, I'm realizing, oh my God, you're just like a woman who can't be cheered up or anything. You just stonewall.
Talking to each other, if you are counting on me to make decisions, I have to understand what makes you tick. I have to understand what makes you happy, what makes you smile. And I can only do that by listening to you. You understand what I'm saying? We just in this position right now where I have to respond. But most of the time, 9 times out of 10, I'm just listening. Because then I can know where the disconnect is. And I can fix that. We can find a solution and can move on. But I ain't jumping out no plane. So, you know, if that's what y'all want, it ain't happening. I don't care.
Okay. Thank you. Your name and age?
My name is Taylor. I'm 27.
Okay.
What's up, Taylor?
Taylor, why did you end up popping your balloon?
It was really just your age. Like, I'm like 12 years for me. That's a little pushing it. And you probably are like set in your life. And I'm just now getting to the point where I'm like settling. And I don't know if that would work. That's cool.
Man, the only way you can know is find out. But what you mean set in your life, though? What you mean by that?
Just as far as like you were deep in your career, and like family-wise, I don't know if you have kids or anything like that already. Like I don't have kids, and like career-wise, I'm still trying to climb the ladder, so I'm not.
Well, life is always about consistent growth. You understand what I'm saying? Like I haven't always been doing taxes. You know, that's something that came later on. You know, so. How I would handle that is like, okay, you young, you 27, you ain't got no kids. I got a son that's 18. He taller than me. So it's like, all right, as you learning and growing yourself, I can assist with that. You understand what I'm saying? Because we always learning and growing, you know, especially when you get old. And like every aspect of your life is something different. You understand? So that's the whole point about relationships. Can we grow together? So it's this tax season. After that, it's travel season, then it's commercial real estate. It's always a continuous learning and growing. If you ain't continuing learning and growing, you dying. And I don't want that.
Yeah.
So, you know, we just moving forward with that. But, you know, 27 is around my age range. It's cool because you mature, but you don't get all your immaturity out the way. So now it's like, okay, I want to do this. How we do this? I can invest mentally, financially, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you don't know until you hop into it.
I understand.
I ain't hopping out no plane.
Daddy, is she someone that's your type?
She cool. I mean, I like somebody with a little bit more personality, you know, a little funny, somebody that can be like, man, shut up, nigga, and choke me. You know what I'm saying? She don't seem like she'll do that. So, you know.
I'm trying to keep it together. We on the show. Like, I'm not. Okay.
Thank you. Let's go over here. All right, let's start with your name and age.
I'm Ken. I'm 27.
Okay. And Ken, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
You seem so cool, and I like that we have a lot in common because I like to read too. But I didn't get those like butterflies, like, ooh, like I want him. And that's the feeling that I'm looking for. That's all that was missing.
Shame in yourself. Ain't nobody shame.
What's the last book you read?
The Silent Patient.
Oh, okay.
It's
By
a
who?
thriller. Alex Macken.
Oh, you read,
was
was
it
it
fictional?
fictional?
His last name. I like historical fiction. I like romance. I like thrillers. I like a little bit of everything.
I done wrote 3 romance novels, 15 scripts.
Really?
Yeah, and all the
Okay.
books I read about personal development.
Okay, yeah, I like a little self-help sometimes too.
Yeah, all the time.
Okay, now Danny, is she someone that's your type?
Hell no. I don't like the hair. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I can't like.
Don't?
Nah, it like a little mushroom top.
That's what it's called. It's a mushroom.
See, I was right. All right then. But you cool, like the reading and stuff. I mean, I ain't sitting around just reading all day. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I was reading in the back. I keep my Bible most of the time in my back pocket, the books of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But
Books of Jesus.
I'm so much more than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the east side of Atlanta, so like
Okay.
I like to get adventurous. I like to get a little rowdy, a little ratchet. I'm a little rough around the edges.
That's where I live now, Atlanta.
ATL, shout out. Oh, yeah.
He is. He old school.
Okay.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Chi-Chi 32.
Chi-Chi, why'd you end up?
Okay, now here we are. Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi put up the most fight. Chi-Chi represents that woman who's going to stand in for all other women, and now she's the one who's going to come through and crush the big, bad, confident man. Seen it all before. She's the reason why. This exchange has already gone viral on World Star Hip Hop. Because again, she started attacking this man simply because he had a point and he had a perspective about wigs that I promise you that my research has shown probably 97% of the black community also share. Women would like to believe that this is men being sassy when we say we don't like your weaves or whatever. No. This is just our true opinion. It's just only men like me and Danny will come outside and say it. There are only a selective group of men who actually say it. And it's usually us men who ain't worried about what we gonna be knocking down tonight. It's usually you guys who, like, y'all still trying to earn your way into good graces with black women. Y'all are the ones who are trying to tell them everything that they want to hear. Some of us aren't that. Like, we love black women, but we're not trying to meet their approval. When two titans collide. Tara J says, been having a bad week. Your show's definitely put me in a better mood. Keep up the good work. Much love. That's what it's all about. Tara J, hang in there. Make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Okay.
Popping your balloon.
I'm gonna be nice about it.
Don't be nice.
This is as nice as it's gonna get. So basically, I don't like someone who's based on like image, like he said the wig thing, but you have on a tight shirt and tight pants. It's like if you're gonna talk about someone else's image, you should look at your own image.
I looked at my image 10 times in the back, but it's cool though.
Oh, well, to each his own, like I said. But I feel like for you to be so aesthetically focused, you should also be aesthetically pleasing.
I feel you.
That was all.
I ain't gonna tell you no lie. The bad wig thing is like, you can't fix that.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
You can go to a hairstylist.
Tell her that.
You tell her that.
I tried.
You did.
Yeah, this is from experience. This is not like, I'm an entrepreneur, so I done sold hair and everything.
Same.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I just salt to a slug. I feel you.
Yeah, so I'm talking about like, hey, maybe you should try this. Maybe you should try that. And like, if you don't get it, and then her mama had the exact same one, I was like, I just can't do it.
You talking about people's mamas?
I mean, is she a woman too?
Gym. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Don't be talk about wigs and you need to go to the gym.
Hey, I done lost a little weight, man. It's okay. It's cool.
That's what I'm saying. You worry about wigs, you should be worried about the gym and the diet and other things like that.
Now, she's continuing to press because, see, what she doesn't get is Danny is from the hood. This don't phase Danny. Danny done heard this before. Danny done got cussed out from black women in the hood. You not phasing Danny, ma'am. He done heard this. And, see, men, we be knowing we fat. Like, if we fat, we know it. It's y'all who be needing, like, wake-up calls when you're out of shape. When a man is like got a little pudge on his stomach, he knows what he's got going on. You women, y'all be out here pulling y'all pants over y'all belly and doing all this other type of stuff to hide the lie. See, what you don't get is men, we don't need to be brought down to reality. Y'all do. Because again, you're trying to push against a standard that y'all actually do need to stop. Y'all really do need to stop wearing these wigs. He's actually trying to help you black women out. And the more black men that are willing to be honest about this, that just puts y'all at an advantage because now you can do something. We're not just gonna talk about you behind your back at the barbershop and at the basketball court no more. Now you can do something about it. I'm on Danny's side.
I feel like, once again, if you're gonna be focused on aesthetics, you should be aesthetically pleasing.
That's cool.
That's just my thing.
I feel you.
Danny, is she someone that's your type?
I mean, I feel like if in a relationship, she'll be like a ride or die. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll seem like
I'll be ride to ride. I'm not riding to die. I want to live. Ride to live.
Ride to prosper. However
There you
wanna
go.
do it.
Yeah, okay,
you
one
know what I'm
up.
saying? She seemed like she would be like really into it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how she would treat me. She seemed kind of feisty, and I kind of like that a little bit.
I'm a
You know what I'm
Sagittarius.
Man, I don't know what that means.
Welcome
But
to
it's all cool. You could be whatever. This is how you treat
Yeah,
me. See,
yeah, he don't care. He said, you can be whatever. You can be whatever. Like, he don't care, ma'am. Like, you want to be intimidating to him, but you're not. He from the hood. His own mama already told him he ain't shit. You think he's fazed by you? This was hilarious because he's supposed to break, but he wouldn't.
Yeah, she's saying, all right, you know what I'm saying? Hair cool, you know what I'm saying? She cute, got a little fit.
Okay, well, thank you.
What's your diet like?
I meal prep a lot, and I'm a personal trainer as one of my entrepreneurial endeavors.
So you ain't gonna put nobody on? He gotta already come.
You ain't gonna take it to the hairstylist? She can't get a good wig? You can't pay for it?
He already said in the beginning that he tried to give suggestions like, you should try this. The girl didn't want to listen. You didn't care about none of that, shorty.
You pay for it.
He tried.
I tried.
You
That's
sure
what I'm
you
saying.
tried?
On my look.
You tried
bruh.
with one woman does not mean you get to put everybody in the category of bad wigs.
Is your wig bad?
I have locks.
So what you worried about it for?
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
You don't even have weave in your hair. Why are you talking? You're such a triggered woman. You're offended for other women. Get up, like, go away. I can't stand women like you. And as soon as women piss you off, you're going to be back talking about, oh, that's why I like hanging around guys, because women just all they do is gossip, blah, blah, blah. You flippy floppy ass.
That's what I'm saying. I also feel like when you're talking about women in general, don't take your one experience and feel the need to like
I'm
go
gonna be honest.
hung up.
Ain't nobody here got no bad wig. Okay?
Then why'd you say it?
Cause she asked me what I didn't like.
Because
The deal breaker is a bad wig.
Yes. And that's most black men. We just not gonna tell y'all. See, would y'all rather us be dishonest about this and then make y'all recreational use and never give y'all a chance to actually be a wife? Or would y'all rather us be open and give y'all an opportunity to change? Truth is, he knows what I know. 95% of black men feel the same way about y'all ugly weaves y'all walk around. We just don't care enough to bring it up to where y'all won't want to sleep with us no more because we still want to get the box. So we don't mind keeping this behind y'all back. We don't mind laughing at y'all behind y'all back about these lashes, these disgusting nails, and these wigs. We will keep it to ourselves and hold it down so that y'all will let us take you down. Yes. And we're and no shame. No shame whatsoever.
And then you had to go ham, and then you just talked about somebody's mother.
Whose mother?
The bad wig mama.
What's her name?
I don't care.
Exactly. So what you
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Get him, Danny.
I care of how you talk about aesthetics and about a woman. There's other comments that you made, but I just feel like...
So I can't be honest with you?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're not
All right,
aesthetically
then.
pleasing to be talking the way you talk. That's all I'm
So
saying.
you saying I gotta be fit and swole?
Yeah, you need to be fit.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Like he makes a great point. What I gotta look like Michael B. Jordan to be able to have a perspective on if a woman should wear real or fake hair around me. Why don't black men get the opportunity to meet you women as you guys were born? If we say we want, like, how many men on podcasts are y'all hearing say, oh yeah, I want a woman who is natural? You're hearing it everywhere. Yeah, y'all, the best response y'all got is, why don't y'all just let women be women? Well, because we have to look at you. And y'all want us. It'd be one thing if y'all didn't want us to marry y'all and y'all didn't want us to get in relationships with y'all. But y'all do want us to get in relationships with you guys. So we don't want to date a lot of women who wear fake hair. That's the truth. That like who we want to sleep with and who we want to date is a different story. You can till you're blue in the face say, well, them the women y'all sleep with. No, that's the women we sleep with. Who do we marry? Who do we spend the rest of our lives with? That's who you need to be paying attention to. He's killing you, man. I don't know how. That's why I know World Star is borderline ran by beta males and females, because they always label the captions like the women are winning these exchanges. Y'all need to fix it. Whoever doing the captions at World Star, somebody need to call the police on. It's a bitch ass nigga. Danny actually won the exchange. One person's emotional, the other person is logical. That's a very great point. He doesn't have to be gorgeous to know, generally speaking, how men feel about wigs. And I'm telling you, as a dating relationship coach who's been studying this stuff for over 10 years, he's accurate. Black men have a lot of complaints about wigs.
To say I don't like certain things about certain women.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
about
okay.
somebody's appearance.
Well,
if
I'ma
you're
see
talking
you-
about appearance, your appearance needs to be on 100. That's all I'm saying.
March 2025, we had the same conversation.
March. I will not care in March.
Pop here, your name and age.
Little chocolate.
Micah. I'm 30 years old.
Hey, Micah, why did you end up popping your balloon? You hung on for so long.
I did. So I kept my balloon because I was really feeling the personality. Like, to me, if you can make me laugh, like, you have my heart. Okay. It's just the more that I began to listen to him talk, his answers got sassier and sassier.
Shaming yourself. Ain't nobody shame.
Much love to Squared Away. He just, Dean just dropped in 3. He says, these women are too controlling. Facts. The next one says, by Squared Away, he says, sassy, label, incoming. Yep, you just caught it. Anytime a black man stands on his square, anytime a black man takes a strong position against black women, he's sassy. Every time. I've had to deal with it ever since I came into this space. And because I do it well, people say, oh, he's got to be sassy. They're like, that's sassy, arguing with women. No, it's not. No, it isn't. It's actually not sassy. Like him saying, this is what I'm about, and this is just what it is. See how men have to deal with, oh, you're too short for me. You're not well endowed enough for me. We just take it. But when a man says, I don't want you to have a fake wig on your hair that didn't grow out of your head, sassy. I want you to be fit, sassy. I want you to cook and clean for me, sassy, and I'm not your mother. You're an adult. You can clean, you can cook your own food and clean up after yourself. This is what our women are saying to our men while calling us sassy. It's crazy, right? This is, not only is this guy not suspect, this man, he's probably one of the most stoic, Sigma in his attitude. Maybe not his actual status, but his attitude is more Sigma than most of the men who've ever come onto the platform. Most of the men we've ever even reacted to. And they think that they're put off, but actually they're attracted to him. That's actually the most fascinating part about this if you pay attention. They might be popping because it feels socially acceptable to do so because all the other women are offended, so they have to be a sisterhood and say, yeah, I'm offended too. But they're far more attracted to him than they were the pink and white suit guy, and he's doing the opposite of what the pink and white suit did, and they hated pink and white suit. They hated him. They said, if you want to wear a nose ring, that's just you. Why are you apologizing for it? Then a guy comes in the next 30 minutes later, unapologetic about a standard that's reasonable, about not wanting to jump out of a damn plane. And about you not wanting to wear fake Easter basket grass on your head. He's the one who's being combative and sassy? I don't know if you ladies thought this one through.
And like, I'm the woman. Like, let me be sassy. You be the man. And yeah, so it just.
See, she said, let me be sassy. And when she says sassy in regards to trying to shame him, she says sassy is, she's saying sassy is combative. Let's just use that as another word for combative. But see, men, we don't want our women sassy. We don't want our women combative. So that disqualifies you, and you the finest woman up here, and disqualified at the fact that you think you're supposed to, that we might like our women feisty, but that doesn't mean we want our women combating with us. You're like, you can't be starting arguments with me when I'm supposed to be starting arguments with you. It's like, no, why are you trying to start arguments?
Kind of turned me off the more he kind of answered his questions. They got a little attitude-y.
Attitude-y.
With a smile on my face, I got attitude.
Like, what about him is saying that the man is
have
mad?
An attitude with a smile. That's very possible.
I feel you.
Okay. But apart from him saying that he was someone that was your type?
He was making me laugh. I was really feeling the sarcasm, the stuff that he was giving the other ladies. It was making me crack up. But as I started listening again, like, it was just certain stuff he said, I was like, I might say that sometimes.
Like what?
Like, I can't remember. But
it wasn't important.
I remember I popped it when I heard it. So that's all that matters.
Okay.
It was when, I remember exactly what it was. It was when he said, well, if you don't want to date me, then like, if that bothers you about me not wanting to skydive, then I'm not just for you. And she's right. That does sound like something that modern women say, but he's actually rational, because usually y'all are talking about not wanting a man who wants you to cook and clean. He's talking about not wanting to jump out of a plane. These are two completely different things. That's not being combative. A man who doesn't want to skydive, that's not being combative. He's giving you an opportunity. Matter of fact, if anything, he's being real. There are some men who know they're never jumping off a plane on their best day, but they'll still act like they will so that they can kick it with you for 6 months. Do you want to deal with him or this guy? Squared Away says, if I ever went on this show, I'm coming dressed and attitude-wise on some straight Pookie shit. I bet you I will bag. I'd barely say anything. Truth is the guys who come on there talking broken English, big old white t-shirts on, whatever, they clean up. They do the best. They do the best on the show. Look like they don't got a job. She's like, I don't like that I won't be able to like move you from the position of a man you like to stand in. But they're silly. They don't know that this is actually what builds attraction. Like, I've always had success with women, but I really started having success with them when I started realizing that frustrating them and making them kind of annoyed by me along the way actually builds more attraction. Like, that trying to be too pleasing of a woman can actually kill attraction, and that you really should try to be indifferent and look for a way to not try to show her that you ain't trying to go her way all the time.
Now, Danny, she's
I really respect Danny.
Yeah, she dripping chocolate all around here, so you know what I'm saying. She
Lord
cool.
have mercy. We
You know,
must
like
stay
I said, my
focused,
type
brothers.
is
We
somebody,
must
you know,
stay
how
focused.
they treat me. You know, then I can reciprocate that, or I could give it to you, and if you reciprocate it, then you become my type. So, I mean, aesthetically, she look good. Aesthetically. Choker.
Okay.
But
See, he makes me laugh, but it's just like, you know, that's a good thing. Can I really take you serious though? Like,
you gotta ask him.
Man, like
Does
I
she take you
said,
serious?
I'm not.
first of all,
He is bagging her. He's bagging her. If she would have been by herself without any of these other hyenas around her, she would have been right in the bag. And I'm gonna tell you why, fellas. And I love that he's who he is. And Danny didn't come in some 6 foot tall, 6-pack, strong jawline package. Danny's just Danny. Danny's a short dude, kind of average body build, normal guy, but confidence through the damn roof. Self-assuredness through the roof. And I promise you, fellas, I'll tell you this, not just because I'm a natural born comedian, but because it's true and I've been seeing it work my whole entire life, not just with women, but disarming criminals. It's gotten me out of fights. Man, it's nothing like good old humor. A lot of you men downplay your ability to make a woman feel like y'all grew up together with that flirty banter that you used to do back when it was all innocent and you were chasing girls. You can get back there. Life hasn't gotten so serious. You can't get back to the point where you're playing again, fellas. And you don't take yourself so serious, but you're also still serious. And you're now starting to open women up like when they were a little girl. You start to bring that little girl out of them. Oh, yeah. Grocery bag. Grocery bag. We've seen men over 6 foot have 20% of his confidence, and they can't make nothing happen on this show. B. Watt says, you got to have a sense of humor in the hood. It's true because the personalities are so complex. The trauma is so high. The hostility is high. You have to know how to weaponize humor to survive and adapt in the Black community. This is about as good as it gets because these women are trying their best to hate this man, but it's difficult to hate a man who's sure of himself, he's who he is. The thing that they think that they don't like about him is what they're most attracted to. I promise you. The thing that they think that they're the least attracted to, they're least attracted to, they're actually the most attracted to. And it's his willingness to walk away from them. They hate him because he's willing to look at all the deliciousness that comes with them and he'll still go. And I'm here to tell you, fellas, today, that's going to be your strongest attraction. That's your strongest layer of attraction. It's always going to be your willingness to just stand on your square. We always talk about it. The game that women play is to find you in a position, try to move you from it. And if they don't succeed, that's the guy. Like you would always think, well, okay, she told me this, I did it. And now she acting like she's not into me. I did this. She told me to do this. She told me to move out here. I moved with her. And now she tripping. That's because you wasn't supposed to move. You were supposed to have a plan for her to follow. And this guy said he was down with everything else. He just said he didn't want to jump out of a plane hundreds of feet in the air. His problem is... What is the crime this man committed? Again, the wig thing, 100% on point. Black men, we don't like women who wear a lot of wigs and stuff like that. It's just men don't really want to be honest about it in society because it'll kill our social rendezvous that we have with women to the point where women won't want to sleep with us. And we would like access to women's bodies. So women, if you want to just keep continuing to make the dating market a place where men have to be dishonest with you to sleep with you, keep it up. Keep shaming men because they have preferences about these things and that they are serious about these preferences. We'll just continue to be dishonest with you. We'll wait to talk about how ugly your wig looks when we go to the barbershop and when we go play basketball at the YMCA. And then we'll go back out in society and tell you that the wig doesn't look that bad just so that we can get the draws and then never call you back. I guess you're okay with the latter, but you shouldn't be. You should be looking for men like Danny, who will tell you right up front, I'm not really down with the wig thing. So you don't have to go through it while y'all are together, been together 5 months and invested 5 months of time and energy and resources in other, just to find out that this guy doesn't like you switching your weave up every week. Because I'm telling you, I used to deal with a lot of ratchet women, but I was not about the switching the weave up all week. If you're gonna be switching it every 3 months and so on and so forth, or if it's not over $1,500, you didn't spend over $1,500, it probably looks like crap anyway. Just don't put it in there. Just don't put it in because it's just more than likely it's not gonna look good. And men, this is how we measure it because a lot of women would say, "Gosh, y'all don't know what a good weave is. We don't even know what a good weave is." Well, vaguely put, a bad weave is a weave that we can kind of tell is a weave. The good ones are the ones where we kind of can't tell. We're like, does she have one in? I mean, damn, look like her real edges. Like, shit. We squint. We squint. But yeah, it makes me think about so many conversations that I've already heard on online spaces with black men trying to like negotiate with black women about smiling and bonnets and so on and so forth. And here we are. We got a man who seemed very respectable, very funny. One of those kind of guys who you kind of want to travel with. You want to talk about travel. The guys who really like the humor guys, they're the guys you want to be stuck on a flight with. They're the guys you want to be laid over with. They're the guys you want to get a hotel room with and be exploring new things with. You know, again, what was interesting about the whole entire thing was that a lot of those women, by the time it was all said and done, they were far more attracted to him than the guy who came before, who they said was far too cooperative. So they must be looking for this middle ground guy who he listens to her and he's willing to like be open to what she wants to do, but he also has to be stoic enough to say no and whatever. Wish that guy doesn't exist, which is absurd. Okay. Much love, guys. We made $90 in the Cash App, so I'm gonna just go ahead and say we made gold. I'm not tripping off 10. Thank y'all for making gold. Thank y'all for supporting the show. I'm not tripping off $10. Thank you guys for coming and supporting the show. I'm gonna be here tomorrow. You guys made gold. Thank you very much for supporting. I had fun. This was a good show. Arlette's doing a good thing over there. Somebody was like, Don, like, you should go on the show. It's like, well, right now I'm in a relationship. You know, if I were to find myself out of a relationship, hey, you never know. Like, it's not something that like dating and relationship guys should be closed off to doing. But no, I'm involved with somebody, been involved with somebody since I started the show, still going strong. So you won't see me on a balloon pop dating show. But I really am proud of like what Arlette is doing over there. I think it's great. I think if Mr. Samuel saw the rate that they were getting successful matches over there, he'd be so impressed because it's difficult. It's difficult to just get matches that don't even work out to match and get people dating and get the wheels turning with men and women. So good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Hit the subscribe button anyway out of the room. Also hit the notification bell to be notified every single time we post content just like this. I'll see you guys on the next one. Be good, guys.